Welcome back, or welcome if it's your first time to the channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and all that jazz. Today I'm going to be brewing up this Festival World beer kit. It's an American IPA. It's a low energy, environmentally friendly beer kit. In that the only energy you really need to brew this is boiling a kettle of water. If you're going to be using it or fermenting it in a brew fridge like I do, the cost of keeping that at a steady temperature, which is probably minimal. So we're still in a sort of, we have drought conditions in southeast of England at the moment, so I can't really use my cooling system officially to do a full-size brew in a bag type thing. Energy prices are going through the roof, so I'm focusing on this kit for today to keep my energy prices down, my water consumption down, and brew up some nice beer ready for Christmas. So I'm planning on brewing this up and putting it into a king keg pressure barrel, sticking out in the fridge, out in the shed, and serving it from there during the winter months. I'm sure it will be delicious. So I've done quite a few of these festival kits before. They've always been superb. They're kind of like a premium kit, but they're not too badly priced. I actually got this one for 20 quid on one of the online retailers was doing them for 20 quid. So an absolute steal for 40 pints of what's going to be, I'm sure, delicious beer. It says on the box it's going to be 5.6% ABV. To give you an idea of what it should look like and taste like, it says pours a vibrant gold with a white head. Aroma, a big hit of citrus and tropical fruits with underlying earthy and floral hop notes. And taste, a combination of complex fruity hop character and light fresh malt notes. The subtle sweetness perfectly balanced by a moderate satisfying bitterness. And the hop additions here are Centennial, Citra and Motueka. Oh mate, that sounds absolutely phenomenal. Three of my most favourite hops there, all in a little bag ready to be chucked in here. So let's have a look and see what's in the actual box itself. If we open it up. Okay, so right on top here, 100 grams of hop pellets. Pretty generous bag of hops comes in there. 21 grams of Festival American IPA yeast. 21 grams. So quite often you see in these premium kits quite a kind of stingy amount of yeast that they put in there. 7 grams I've seen in some of these kind of premium kits. So 21 grams of yeast. That is very generous. Priming sugar, 100 grams. So once your brew is finished, you don't even need to go out and buy more dextrose or whatever sugar you use. It's already in here in the kit. Some instructions. Bag of dextrose, which I'm assuming goes into make up the ABV, and a large pouch of Festival American IPA liquid malt extract. So 3 kilograms. So you get 3 kilos of liquid malt extract, 800 grams of dextrose, nice big bag of yeast, nice big bag of hops, and some instructions. So everything you need in this kit. I haven't skimped on anything, which is what I really like about these festival kits. This is probably the newest one to the range, although it's been out a little while now, probably over a year. It's the newest one to the range, as far as I know anyway. And I haven't done it before, so I'm really looking forward to giving this one a spin. I'm sure it's going to turn out fantastic. These kits are really good. So yeah, it's going to be a really easy brew. So all I'm going to do is, dissolve the malt extract in the bottom of my fermenter with a couple of litres of hot water. I think it says 3 litres in the instructions. Top it up with cold water. So I'll probably be just using tap water with this and some Harris Pure Brew, some water treatment just to kind of deal with chlorine in the tap water. Also add some yeast nutrient in that as well. Yeah, stick it in the brew fridge and leave it for, I think, probably 10 days, and then dry hop it for a couple of days, and then it will go straight into my king keg. So yeah, really easy brew, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this one comes out. So I'm not going to bother recording my brewing process. It's the same as any. If you kind of want to see how these brew, just check out one of my other festival kits. I think I've done some footage on there, but it's really as simple as dissolving the malt in and topping it up. So I'll see you at the end for the tasting, which will probably be in a few weeks' time. All right, see you then. So here it is, Festival US IPA. So I've just poured this out of my king keg pressure barrel. It has been in there now for 80 days, so what's that? Nearly 3 months. I've had a few pints from it over that time, but I haven't really been that impressed with it. So I've given it a little bit of time before I've actually recorded this video, just to give it enough time to condition properly. So it's been out in the shed conditioning in the king keg at sort of, I don't know, fairly low temperature. So, you know, it should be well conditioned by now. It's a very hoppy beer, so they're supposedly supposed to be drunk young, to, you know, before the hop aromas and flavours diminish. So I'm assuming this should now be a peak drinking period for this beer. So it's, you know, it's carbonated from the king keg. It's got that sort of spritzy carbonation. It's got a, you know, a frothy tight head on it, as you'd expect from being poured from the king keg under pressure. So what can we say about it? Well, the head is nice and lovely, what you'd expect from a pint being pulled from the keg in an English pub. That sort of spritzy carbonation, as I've said. It's not quite the vibrant gold colour as described on the box. I would say that is very much an amber colour. It looks like a pint of English bitter. That's how I would describe that. That is not a vibrant gold colour. So that's my first problem with this beer. Aroma-wise, you can definitely smell the hops. Centennial was really punching through, but there's a very strong malty extract flavour coming from this beer. And as I said, I've given it plenty of time to condition, just to be completely fair about this beer. But there's a strong malty, homebrewy, twangy extract type smell coming from it, which is kind of, yeah, it's pushing the hops out of the way a little bit. The hops are definitely there, but this overwhelming malty extract sort of smell coming from it. So let's dive in and see what it tastes like. Yeah, there's a nice bitterness to it. The hops are pleasant, but again, it just seems wrong for an American IPA. It's too malty, it's too caramelly, and there's a lot of toffee sort of notes coming from it. And it's got a sweetness. I know it says that there's a subtle sweetness on the box, but just doesn't, to me personally, this does not fit the description of an American IPA. So please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I would like to see this as a nice golden straw colour, not too much malt coming through, maybe a hint of caramel and a big hot punch, where this is overwhelmingly a sort of caramelly, malty extract type flavour to it. I mean, it's all right. I wouldn't brew it again. Quite disappointed really, this being a festival kit, because I had high hopes for it. Festival do another American style IPA called Razorback, and that is fantastic. That's one I definitely would brew again, but this one is not to my liking, I have to say. It tastes like homebrew. There's an overwhelming maltiness to it. It's spoiling it for me, really. And yeah, I don't think it's going to improve over time. As I say, I've given it nearly 3 months conditioning, so I was hoping that maltiness might kind of level out a bit. It just hasn't. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to bother finishing that keg. Really quite disappointed. I wondered if it was something to do with my brewing process, and in fact, I had a look online, and some people had commented on some Facebook groups about this beer, and that they brewed it once and it was a nice light golden colour. The second time they brewed it, it was a much darker, maltier beer. So, and I appreciate that, you know, the malt extracts vary from year to year, from batch to batch, but it just doesn't seem right to me. So I don't know what's occurred here, but I've had the same thing on another American style IPA, actually a Muntons one, which was their American style IPA. It came out pretty much exactly the same as this. I don't know what the crack is there, but yeah, it's not what I was hoping for. So a bit disappointed in that one. But yeah, if I was looking for a kit to brew US IPA, I'd probably reach for the Razorback. Not this one personally. This has not hit the right notes for me, unfortunately. But you know, you win some, you lose some. It was a bargain. Maybe I should have checked the best before on it. Maybe I had a short date, and you don't know how these kits have been stored. Might have had something to do with that. I don't know, but I'm just kind of putting things out the air. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to enjoy this one, but cheers anyway.